In the early 1990s, the city of Long Beach, California became the birthplace of one of hip-hop's most recognizable voices. That voice belonged to Snoop Dogg, a young rapper whose smooth delivery and storytelling style would soon influence rap music worldwide. Before the fame and global recognition, Snoop Dogg was simply Calvin Broadus Jr., growing up in Long Beach surrounded by music, street culture, and the powerful influence of West Coast hip-hop. During his teenage years, he began experimenting with rap alongside his close friends Warren G and Nate Dogg. Together they formed a group known as 213, named after the area code of Long Beach. The trio spent hours recording homemade tapes and sharing their music around the neighborhood. Their chemistry was undeniable. Warren G handled much of the early production ideas. Nate Dogg brought a melodic singing style that would later shape the sound of West Coast hip-hop, and Snoop Dogg developed the calm, rhythmic flow that would become his signature. A turning point arrived when Warren G introduced Snoop Dogg's demo tape to his stepbrother, the legendary producer Dr. Dre. At that moment, Dr. Dre was already building a powerful reputation in hip-hop after his time with NWA. When Dre heard Snoop Dogg's voice and flow, he immediately recognized something special. This meeting would change the future of West Coast rap forever. After hearing Snoop Dogg's demo, Dr. Dre invited the young rapper to work with him in the studio. This collaboration quickly became one of the most important partnerships in hip-hop history. Snoop Dogg first appeared on Dr. Dre's groundbreaking album The Chronic, released in 1992. Listeners immediately noticed Snoop Dogg's unique voice and relaxed flow. His presence on songs from The Chronic helped introduce a new style of West Coast rap that blended smooth rhythms with powerful storytelling. Fans across the United States began talking about the mysterious new rapper with the laid-back voice. Just 1 year later, Snoop Dogg released his debut album Doggystyle, produced by Dr. Dre. The album quickly became one of the most successful hip-hop debuts of all time. Tracks like Gin and Juice and Who Am I? What's My Name? Turned Snoop Dogg into a global star. During this period, Snoop Dogg also worked alongside several other rising West Coast artists including Corrupt, Daz Dillinger, and RBX, who were all connected through the powerful movement known as Death Row Records. The collaboration between these artists helped define the sound of 1990s West Coast hip-hop and turned Snoop Dogg into one of the most recognizable figures in rap culture. Over the decades, Snoop Dogg evolved far beyond his early success. Instead of remaining tied to a single era, he adapted to the changing music industry and continued to collaborate with artists across generations. His ability to reinvent himself allowed him to remain relevant in hip-hop culture for more than 30 years. Snoop Dogg continued working with longtime collaborators like Warren G and Nate Dogg, while also forming connections with new artists including Pharrell Williams, Ice Cube, and many others in the hip-hop world. His influence expanded beyond music into film, television, business ventures, and cultural commentary. Despite exploring many industries, Snoop Dogg remained closely connected to the hip-hop community that helped shape his career. Today, Snoop Dogg is recognized not only as a successful rapper but also as a cultural ambassador for West Coast hip-hop. His journey from the streets of Long Beach to global recognition stands as one of the most remarkable stories in music history. Through decades of creativity, collaboration, and evolution, Snoop Dogg has secured his place as one of the most influential figures in hip-hop culture.